coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the LA Chargers.
Nigga talking bad about my mud, now I gotta put a belt on you.
Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And off we go on EA Sports. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kick.
First play and a first throw for Rodgers. And a completion to Wilson. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Rodgers wants to change the look. Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Rodgers to throw once more. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Rodgers. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Throwing is Rodgers. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall from 4 yards out. And the Jets put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now, meanwhile,
come on, man!
Falling incomplete.
One 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 4th down, Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. And he'll go down at the 28. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Herbert rolling to his right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Touchdown, Chargers! Mike Williams on the touchdown throw from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for two. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for two, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
After the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Rodgers now on first down. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 51 yards. Rodgers now to throw. Dancing to his left. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Jets are once again back in front. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll just protect the football and go down and take the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Herbert now. And that one too wide and incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
What's going on, guys?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They snap it to Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
That's quickly out wide to Davis. Second and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Herbert back to the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Running on first down, Eckler. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Herbert just beat the play clock. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Open man here is Conklin, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On first down, Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. After the turnover, here's Herbert.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before break. Herbert. He's going to throw one up from the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
And that's into the hands of Eckler.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And now an audible here into something else.
On first and 10, Herbert flush to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now it's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Steps away to his left. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will put them on top here in the third. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. On second down, a run with Hall. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now Herbert going to change the look.
And the tight end goes in motion left. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. That is caught. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now they're in the hurry up. Eckler now between the tackles. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter play. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Rodgers.
This one finds Wilson downfield.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
2nd and 10.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Dancing to his left. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of the 1st down. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. Zuerlein's kick is open through, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. C.J. Mosley getting to him behind the line of scrimmage there.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Up the middle with Eckler, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here's Herbert.
Open man downfield is Davis.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he's taken down, and that'll get him a little bit closer. Every yard at this point will help your field goal kicker out.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Throwing, Herbert. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his head. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now Herbert. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, Let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Rodgers changing the play, it appears. Back to throw. That's caught by Wilson, and he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save the timeout.
Working the sideline there, good route, good catch, 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Back to throw, Rodgers.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts in the middle of the field. That should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
To throw is Rodgers. It's complete, Lazard. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage, they stop the clock, and they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10.
Off to Wilson it goes on the end around. And he's brought down. And the Chargers going to signal for the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stage.
Night-night, little Carrello. Night-night.
And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
And they'll be driven back here.
Man, what the hell was that? Rodgers?
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
God damn. The hell was that, Rodgers?
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
God damn.
Running left, it's Hall.
Night-night.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Ready to get tucked in?
A lot of tired bodies on that field.
You ready to get tucked in?
They'll try to run it here with Hall.
Night-night.
He's across for the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because they keep it in the end end zone. They made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. More steps touchdown to kick.
Better run that, brother lover. Ah, the boy don't want to run it. Oh! Good silly Willie. Good silly Willie.
Here's 1st and 10.
So they'll quickly down signal for the
Yeah, you better come out and run that ball. Better try to do that gauntlet drill.
to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone.
You better try to do that gauntlet drill.
One last throw here for Herbert.
Sack that quarterback.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because